Baseball runs through a busy schedule.
And track and field starts their outdoor seasons.
All this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. Welcome into this week's of the episode of Penguin Rundown. I'm Andrew Peterson alongside Noah Ricks. And Noah, there have been a lot of sports going on over the past week. We've had bowling, softball, baseball, even track and field have been in action.
And you're right, Andrew. Baseball and softball playing a lot of doubleheaders over this past week, as well as the track and field team coming off a stellar indoor season, starting their spring outdoor schedule. But you're going to start off with baseball, correct?
Correct. The Penguins baseball team has been busy over the past week, as on Wednesday, March 22nd, they fell to Bowling Green 6-18. Then on Friday, March 24th, they kicked off their three-game series against Milwaukee. Against Bowling Green, senior designated hitter Patrick O'Shaughnessy was huge as he was able to kill 2 home runs in the game. Patrick went 2 for 4 with 5 RBIs. The Gwins were leading the game 6-2 until the Falcons scored quickly as they batted in 4 runs in just the 4th inning. That was not all the damage they did, as they added 6 runs in the 5th inning and 4 runs in the 6th. Senior Casey Marchowitz made his first start. Marchowitz allowed 2 runs on 3 hits and walked 4 players. Freshman Brandon Anderson gave up 6 runs on 4 hits. YSU ended the game with just 6 hits. On March 24th against Milwaukee, YSU won the first game 2-1 but lost the second 9-2. Fifth-year Travis Perry took the mound as he allowed just 1 unearned run. Perry had 6 strikeouts in Game 2. The Penguins were cold as they were only able to score twice and gave up 9 runs. Milwaukee scored 7 runs in just the first 3 innings. Junior Nick Perez allowed 7 runs. Sunday's game was canceled due to rain. The Penguins were back in action yesterday against Toledo. The box score of that game is available on YSUsports.com.
The softball team has been busy hosting back-to-back doubleheaders against Purdue Fort Wayne and Morehead State last Tuesday and Wednesday, as well as playing in a 3-game series at Detroit Mercy, including yet another doubleheader on Sunday, as well as a single game on Monday. The Penguins took Game 1 of last Tuesday's doubleheader 4-3, thanks to a 2-run home run by Megan Turner and a walk-off single by Conchetta Rinaldi. Game 2 against the Macedons saw the Penguins win by a convincing score of 7-2. The Penguins would keep to their winning ways as they swept the next day's series against Morehead State by winning Game 1 6-2, where Sophie Howe pitched a complete game, striking out 9, and Game 2 3-1, where Bree Kohler got to be the hero with a go-ahead 2-run single in the 6th. The Penguins went on the road to Detroit and came out swinging with a 13-1 rout of the Titans in Game 1 of the doubleheader and a 5-1 win in the second game. Game 3 saw the Penguins fall 4-2 to end the most recent slate of games. The Penguins hit the field again today as they host St. Bonaventure in yet another doubleheader. First pitch for Game 1 is set for 3 p.m.
The Youngstown State track and field team started their outdoor season this past Thursday and Friday as they traveled to Raleigh, North Carolina to compete in the NC State Raleigh Relays. On the women's end, Milena Kybeck would run a 1,500-meter time of 4:40.98, which was a personal best. Morgan Cole would also chip in by running a time of 16:53.78 in the 5,000-meter run. For the men, Ryan Meadows would be the talk of the weekend as he broke the school's record in the 5,000-meter, running a time of 14:02.34, which was almost 17 seconds ahead of the previous record holder, Hunter Christopher, who set it in last year's relays in Raleigh. Up next, the track and field teams, they will have a demanding week ahead of them as they will be in 4 separate meets this week. They will head to the Clyde Littlefield Texas Relays, the Texas State Bobcat Invitational, the William and Mary Colonial Relays, and Slippery Rock Dave Labor Invitational. For stats and more, go to YSUsports.com.
The Youngstown State University bowling team fell short in the 4th round of the Southland Bowling Championships, March 24th through the 25th. The Penguins dropped their opening match 2-0 against the 5th-ranked Sam Houston, despite posting the 3rd highest total in the field in the elimination match against Valparaiso. Youngstown State split the match with the Beacons, forcing a best-of-7 tiebreaker. At the end of the match, the bowling team walked away with a 4-1 victory over Valpo. In match 3, the Penguins secured the win over the top-seeded Vanderbilt 2-1 on March 25th. The Penguins fell short in match 4 to the 6th-ranked Louisiana Tech 2-0. With the loss, YSU finds out its fate today as the NCAA announces its field at 4 p.m.
This past Saturday, the Youngstown State men's tennis team hosted conference play, defeating NKU and IUPUI. Against the North, senior Laurentiu Montescu earned win at #1 singles and finished out the set with a 6-3 win. In doubles, YSU picked up a victory at #2 as senior Will Everett and junior David Alvarez Moreno won 6-3. YSU tied the match as sophomores Nathan Favier and Henry Falzis won in straight sets. On Sunday, the Youngstown State men's tennis team defeated IUPUI 5-2. At #1 doubles, sophomore Clement Mengai and Favier won their contest 6-3, while #2 Moreno and Everett with a 7-5 victory. At #5 singles, senior Javier Gonzalez Pla won his match in 71 minutes by a score of 6-0 and 6-2. At #3 singles, Favier closed the singles with wins for YSU with the 7-5, 6-0 win. Up next for the Penguins, they will return to action next Sunday when they visit Chicago State.
The men's and women's golf teams started competition on Monday. The men's golf team is at the Don Butler Spring Invite. After day 1, YSU is in 8th place with a team score of 577. The women's golf team is at the Julie, hosted by Northern Kentucky. The Penguins were in 4th place after day 1, with seniors Danae Regola and junior Maddie Smithco tied for 3rd individually, scoring a par after 2 rounds. Final results of both meets are on YSUsports.com.
Now we are going to go ahead and send it over to our very own John Ostapowicz for this week's Play of the Week. John?
Thanks, guys. And this week's Penguin Player of the Week is none other than Megan Grams of the YSU women's bowling team, who had a stellar performance over a 2-day tournament at the Southland Bowling Championship, as she was named to the Southland Bowling Championship Tournament All-League Team, which is the 3rd time in program history that a Penguin bowler was named to the All-League Team, as she bowled a 236 over 4 games, as well as a season-high 274, a 233, a 247, and a 193 over 4 games. Congratulations to Megan Grams on a stellar performance.
And thanks, John. That will just about do it for us here at the Penguin Rundown. But to follow us, you can always go on social media by going on Twitter or Instagram at Penguin Rundown 1. And for stats and more, you can always go to YSUsports.com. But in the meantime, I am Noah Ricks.
And I'm Andrew Peterson.
And we all wish you a beautiful April, Penguin Nation.